Wow, another live. It just doesn't end. This is a dear Scott Moe, Premier of Saskatchewan. And CBC, CTV, and Global all have YouTube videos pumping it out, propaganda across the Canadian Crown media fused. What a joke. You layer out a map of the world like Russia's way over here. There's no way Russia and Belarus will ever reach Canada or the United States. Like, it's going to have to go across the Atlantic. Duh! Follow the oblasts. Alaska is less than 126 miles from Potash heaven via Belarus and Russia. That's how it is. It can be trained, shipped in massive quantity, which it already does go all over Russia anyway. But it can be within reach of the United States very, very easily. Down the Pacific from Alaska all the way to the States. Easily transformed, bypassing Canada all together. You say, oh, why would they ever go with Russia? Well, it's in ruble. USA has demands over Ukraine and getting that done, and all of a sudden says to Vladimir Putin, and even the president of Belarus says to them, hey, you know what? We'll buy all those commodities from you. We'll welcome you back into the global economy, and USA will be your number one customer on those issues. Bypassing all of Canada altogether with very, very little in interruption of value and supply chain. Very little. In fact, not only is it little interruption, it's an extreme cost savings for all American farmers. Can you imagine? This isn't oil where you pay in USD, dummies. Scott Moe, I'm sorry, but that shows just how much of a dummy you are. A real dummy. A real idiot. Absolute. Like I said, Canadians live in a delusional reality of nobody can ever do without. You know what? Venezuela said the same thing. USA will never, ever let this go. It's too lucrative. And USA went boom. When it comes to human rights, natural law and natural rights, absolutely civil rights, and you're going to fight the American institution, monumental we the people of America, you're going to get put down. They don't care. They will go around you. They will build the value and supply chains. They have the military. They have the naval capacity. And they have the shipping. And if you haven't figured it out, so does Russia, beyond anybody else other than the USA. And when it comes to naval strength and shipping, you could argue Russia's stronger. Air superiority, ultimately USA, but Navy, that's where Russia's really strong. And in a value and supply chain in that respect, America and Russia would be untouchable. Nobody could compete or stand in their way. Trump's a businessman. He's not a moron. He's highly intelligent. Sorry to burst people's bubbles. Whether you like him or not, he built $1 billion empire. Try again, he did it. And he did do it. People can hate him, but that's the reality of someone doing that. And you know what? He's running the world's #1 economy, strongest country in the world, and he's going to make what's best for Americans. And I'll tell you, that Russian fertilizer is way, way cheaper, even with the transformation of value and supply chains, that with Russia on board, makes it even easier for the United States. These are realities you can't dismiss. Only an idiot would dismiss that and say, it's an empty threat. Look, I have a 2D map of the sphere called Earth. Scott Moe is a flat earther. CTV, CBC, and Global all put out square maps in flat earth style fashion. Old UK Oxford style. That is not the world. It goes Russia, Canada, USA, and it wraps around. So Alaska and Russia touch. I don't know how people don't know this. I grew up on the old Gold Road. I'm closer to Moscow as the crow flies than I am to Ontario, Ottawa, my country capital. I'm closer to Russia. That's pathetic. And people don't know these things. They don't care. They don't care. It's foolish. Oh, you'll never get through the Arctic. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's less than 100 kilometers in miles. Actually, it's like 26 miles. If the Bering Strait was opened up, USA, Russia, the two military bases, it's easy for them to craft away. And at least for 5 months a year, 100% trade at a super savings that blows Canada out of the water. Canada would be done. If you minimize the truth, you ignore the truth, and you live in the propaganda, Flat Earth Scott Moe, Flat Earth Mark Carney, old world mapping of delusionals who have no concept of space, the three-dimensional sphere of Earth, where things are actually, and not putting UK in the center of the Earth on a flat Earth map. That's why we have all these lunatics out there. The UK, the old world kingdoms, created the lunacy. They love it. Dumb them all down, manipulate and abuse them. You need us. See, we're the center of the world. Well, no. The center of the world on the sphere is any point you make it. Why do you think Russia and USA are global leaders in value and supply chains? Because the world is a sphere, and the center of it moves. And it starts with the quality of the person and understanding everyone has the same value, and then you get there. Zero trade restrictions, at least in your country. That's how Russia and USA grew. They didn't grow any other way. But Canada, massive trade restrictions. Where does all that come from? The kingdoms of the old world, especially the UK. And the flat Earth map that the CBC, CTV, and Global pump out. Flat Earth. UK's the center, don't you know? The only world we know is the center UK world. That's how the world is. Flat Earth. Flat Earthers rule. We will lie to you in the flat Earth style. That's your government. And until we change, we are always going to be third world inching every day, day after day, because people can't use their brains. Three-dimensional world. It's like chess versus checkers. Canadians live in a government of checker players on a flat board. All pieces work the same with limited rules imposed. Whereas America, countries like Russia, and others live in 3D chess world. So there's up, down, all around. It's pathetic, and every piece has different dynamic movements, very complex. It takes a lot of thinking, and over time they get stronger and stronger. And these checker players don't amount to nothing. That's why these countries are going down the toilet in mass immigration, because they're 2D living checker player governments are going down the toilet, and they have to keep taking more and more from the people they subjugate because they can't make it in the world today. It's clearly a joke. That's my video. Very, very important for Canadians to know. Your government lies to you. The paid media that is beholden to the government continues to lie to you, and they're never, ever going to change. God bless. That's my video. Share, share, share. Don't be the village idiot. Don't listen to your lying media. I mean, go look at it. You're getting a 2D map. That's not how the world works. That's never how the world's worked since 1945. It hasn't been Russia's truth since 1917. It hasn't been USA's truth since the 1700s. Wake up. If you don't, you're going down the toilet at an epic scale and rate. Superiority. Listen to the politician. He's showing you an old 2D map. See, UK is the center of the world. That's how we live. That's how we train everybody. Doctorate of stupidity. Every single Canadian academic. It's pathetic. That's my video. God bless. Share, share, share. It's epic. You need to get it out there. Wake people up. They're too institutionalized. too dumb, dumbed down. How could you ever believe that is the world of reality today? But yet CTV, Global, CBC, all pump it out. Same narrative over and over. God bless everybody. Bye now.